juicy secrets. But the very first secret is that it's not really secret, but I just came back from a black tie event, a formal gathering organized by water and sanitation. Water and sanitation. I felt so honored to have been invited. Right about now, I just came back and switched on the geyser. I was there the whole day. I just came back and switched on the geyser. And I thought to myself, whilst I'm waiting for the water to warm up so I could wash my makeup off before I go to sleep, how about I tell you a secret? I tell you a secret. So let me translate that first part. Namhlanje bendimenywe kwinkomfa ibikhona yamanzi nococeko. Amanzi nococeko. Ndiyavuya ukuba baye bandimema kule nkomfa bebenayo. Emna ke ndiqabe udaka apha ebusweni bam, ngoku ndinyusela amanzi ashushu bamakatapile ukuze ndikwazi ukuhlamba ubuso bam, ndivase ubuso bam. Ngoku ke ndizawulindile bamanzi bamakabe shushu, qonda uba mandike ndikuxelele ngemfihlelo yam. Uyafuna ukuyiva imfihlelo yam? Ndakuxelela ngayo, phola nje wena uzole. It was such an honor to be invited, but now it's time to just wash the makeup. I'm not sure if you guys can quite see it. I always felt weird with makeup. Do you want to see pictures on the event? Let me just show you one or two pictures. Just one or two pictures. Here you go. Phambi kokuba ndihlambe ubuso bam ngobudaka ndibutyabeke apha ebusweni, ndifuna ukubonisa isithombe ezimbini. Ingathi isithombe kusisizulu akusisixhosa. Isithombe ezimbini. Ndiyathemba ukuba sele usibonile okwangoku. And the thing is, I have a wound in one of my hands. I have wounded one of my hands, and I wanted to go get a manicure, but I never ever get a manicure when I have a wound on my hands, because that's just not sanitary for me and it just doesn't feel safe. So no, we don't do that. No, we don't do that. So I bought stick-on nails and I stick them on my fingers. As you can see, I stick them on my fingers, and one of them, which is the pinky, came out whilst I was still at the event. So I had to hide my pinky when I was taking pictures. I had to hide it. on. And I was thinking to myself, what's going on? And then only to find out that I forgot to put the battery back on after charging it, to put it back on. So I had to just take pictures with my phone, and I was so devastated because I really wanted to use the camera. Anyway, the event went well. Everything was great. Everything was perfect. Everything was great. Everything was perfect. Mandinikuqulele ke ngoku kule nkomfa bendiye kuyo. Ndinasika ngemela emnweni njengoba ndisike ngesitshetshe. Hopefully ngoku sowusazi isitshetshe yintoni. Ndisike ngesitshetshe esandleni. Ndiqonda uba andinokwazi uyofakela inzipho. Ndisike ngesitshetshe. Ayikhuselekanga into yokwenza loo nto. Ngoku ke ndancamathisela. Zikhona izinzipho ndandizithengile ukwenza iividiyo zenu ngoba ndingumntu wanzipho mna. Ndaqonda mandincamathisele ezi nzipho ndidla ngokusifakela xa ndinenzela ii-videos. Ndancamathisela ngoba ndizozazi, akho mntu uzozazi. Xa ndifika phaa xa sithi phithi 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 cikicane qhawukile usipho alusenalo usipho kucikicane. Qho ke ngoku xa ndimane ndifota bekunyanzelekile uba ndizimeze ukucikicane wam, ndimzimeza ngabonakala ucikicane xa ndifotayo. Bendisenza loo nto ke. Nangoku ndifotayo ke ndikhupha ikhamera yam kuba ndifuna ukufota ngekhamera. Xa ndisithi ndayilayita, hayi man, ayilayiti kwayona. Ndazibuza uba bokuqhubeka ntoni. Xa ndisithi yho ndilibele ukubuyisela ibhetri kuyo xa ndigqiba ukuyitshaja. Kodwa ke akho ngxaki, ndifote ngemfonomfono yam, konke kuhambe kakuhle, nenkomfa ihamba kakuhle. Yonke into imosha, igrand, imthebelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelel tell you a secret? I just want to ask my fellow South Africans, or even if you're not South African, if this is a thing that only just happens to me, or is it a normal thing with other people as well? Is it normal with other people as well? Other people as well. Other people as well. So basically, a few months ago, I went to go get this other big thing at the shop, at a furniture shop. I wanted to buy something big at the furniture shop, and as I bought it, I had to arrange the transport people from the shop to transport it from the shop to my house. From the shop to my house. But I specifically said they should deliver it between 5 and 6. 5 and 6. And they said, okay. And then I was coming back home. As I was coming back home, I was randomly talking to my mom on the phone, and then I see this random number calling me. I didn't pick up because I'm talking to my mom. I just ignored that call that was coming through, and then I kept, going about my life. When I was at the gate at home, I see this car carrying this furniture that looks like the exact furniture I had bought. And it's around lunchtime, and I said to myself, it can't be. There's no way. It can't be. Because I specifically said between 5 and 6. Because right about now, I just want to get home, change, and quickly rush somewhere. So this answer it. I can see that the guy in the car is the one talking to me and said, "Hi, I have your furniture delivered. Furniture delivered." I said, "It must be a mistake because I said between 5 and 6. It can't be now because I'm rushing somewhere." They said, and then the person said, "No, they didn't tell me that. So I'm bringing it now." I was like, you know what, it's fine. They're gonna quickly take it out and put it in, and then I'm gonna quickly change after they're done, and then go about my life. Maniguqulele bamba niqhubekeke. Bensanibalisela. Ndinixelele ngemfihlelo yam. Ndicela nithule ningaxeleli kwamntu le mfihlelo. Le mfihlelo ngumbuzo. Lo mbuzo ubhekise kubami boMzantsi Afrika okanye nakwabanye ke abantu bakwamanye amazwe. Bendifuna ukubuza ukuba le nto indehleleyo ingaba yintonani eqhele ukunehlela, ngoba ingathi kwesibini ngoku indehlela kwaye andiyithandi. Hayi ke, bendiyakuthenga ke evenkileni into, ndabaxelela ukuba baze bayifikise emveni kwentsimbi yesihlanu ukuyoma kwentsimbi yesithandathu. Hayi ke, ndagoduka. Xa ndigodukayo ke ndithetha nomama emfonomfonweni yam, ndiyabona uba khona lo mntu uzama ukunditsalela umnxeba xa ndingayihoyi ukuba ndithetha nomama wam. Hayi ke, xa ndingena egeyithini ndibona ngathi nantsi imoto ikhweze le nto bendiyoyithenga. Ndaqonda uba hayi, inoba nje kukwenzeka kwezinto, kumnqa nje kwalowo. Mandingayihoyi. Xa ndigqiba ukungena kwakhona le nombolo inditsalele umnxeba. Hayi ke, ndiyiphendule kuba sebele ndigqibile ukuthetha nomamam ngoku. Xa ndiyiphendulayo kubekho umntu othi, "Hayi bo, ndisise le nto ubuyithengile." Ndithi hayi, inoba yimpazamo. Ndithe eyam ifike emveni kwentsimbi yesihlanu, inoba kwenzeka impazamo. Wathi yena, hayi, khange bandixelele loo nto mna, ngoko ke ndiyisisa ngoku. Ndaqonda uba ke mna hayi, akho ngxaki ke xa seyifikile, nangona ndileqile kwenye indawo ndizawubayeka aba bantu bayikhuphe le nto bayifake endlini, and then ndikhawuleze nditshintshe ke ndibe sisibhene ukuya kule ndawo kufanele ukuba ndiya kuyo. Hayi ke, ndibavulela igeyithi ke nyani, ingene imoto. And then I just open the gate. Open, 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 open. Open sesame. I opened the gate. The car got in. And I noticed one thing. There's only just one driver in the car. And you delivering furniture, just being one person. It didn't make any sense to me. Something felt like there's something off. Yeah, there's definitely something off. Yeah. And as this person was pulling up all by themselves, I then asked, "Hi, do you have somebody to help you carry this inside?" And then the person said, "No, it's not that heavy. I'll just do it by myself. It's big. How are you gonna do it by yourself? It's big." To me, anyway, let's just continue with the story. And then something felt off. I was like, okay, cool. And then as the person was busy unshackling the straps to take it out of the car, I knocked on my neighbor's door. I was like, "Hey, Kylie girl, happy smiles as they were saying that it's fine, they will deliver this item by themselves, and I'm super late. And I was like, okay, no worry. And then it was time for them to move this item out of the back of the buggy down, because they're carrying it by themselves. They can't carry it down. So they pushed it to the other side and then scraped it against the pavement and then tried to put the other side down. And I'm like, this furniture is still new and they're ruining it, because you can't be moving furniture all by yourself. Yeah, no, you're not The Rock, you're not Dwayne Johnson. You can't do that. But I'm thinking this in my mind, but I let it be. So I'm just like, okay, let me just wait. I wait, and then 10 minutes go by, and this person is still trying to drag this furniture all by themselves into my house. I was like, I am getting late. Let me just wear one of my old clothings, changed into it, and try to help this person bring this furniture in, because I'm getting late and it looks like they're gonna take forever to bring this in. So I changed, and then we brought in the furniture together, and then we put it in place. And after that, they were breathing heavily like nobody's business. They asked if they could take a sit and have a glass of water. So they sat on my couch, and then I took out a glass of water to give to this person so that they could have a drink. And then I asked them, like, do you think you can carry it by yourself now? Because this was really a struggle and I'm seriously late. I need to be somewhere. And they were like, no, it's fine. I will wait here for you and sit here, and you can go change, and I will take you where you need to be. And I was like, absolutely not. Just rest and drink your water. And I'm waiting for this person by the door so that they could catch a breath and then go out. Anyway, let me translate. Hayi ke, yangena ke le moto iphethe le nto izisileyo xa nzithi ngathi kukhona umntu omnye nje apha, azange ifenitsha yaziswa ngumntu omnye. Ndayiqala leyo, zange ndayibona. Ndambuza uba uphi umntu ohamba naye. Uthina hayi, akho ngxaki, ndikwazi uyibamba ndodwa le nto, azoba namngxaki. Wayirhuqa ke, wayikrokrelisa apha phantsi into enqoba iyamoshakala into yam. Mandikhawuleza ndingena apha endlini, nditshintshe, ndinxibe iimpahla ezimdaka, ndihambe ndomphathisa le nto, loo mntu ndiphakamise. Hayi wethu, ndiqinile, nawo amandla, akho ngxaki. Hayi ke, ndatshintsha ke, ndahamba ndiyomphathisa. Yangena endlini, sayibeka kule ndawo fanele ibekwe kuyo. Emveni koko akahefuzeli aba umntu, akahefuzeli, kuba kudala yena eduntsuza apha phandle, eduntsuza yedwa, ezama ungenisa le nto endlini kuba uyaphi wedwa, nakhona ufike ngexesha endingalibizanga. Kodwa ke uthe khangaxelelwe ngaloo nto yena. Hayi ke, emveni koko sabe siyibekile, wabehefuzela, wathi ucela ndimba amanzi ukwazi ukwehlisa umoya, aphelise nonqano olwa nalo buyahefuzela. Hayi ke, ndamnikeza amanzi, wacela ukuhlala phantsi. Wahlala kaphantsi, wasela amanzi. Ndambuza, ubuqinisekile nyhani uyakwazi uyiphatha wedwa le nto? Kuba kudala uduntsuza apha phandle, uduntsuza wedwa, ngekabiphi ukufika apha endlini le nto efika akuncedisanga ukuyiphakamisa. Wathi hayi, uqilile ukuyiphakamisa yedwa. Ndathi hayi ke, ndileqile, nakufuneka nditshintshile, ndinxibe enye impahla, ndileqa kule ndawo ndileqa kuyo. Hayi ke, emveni koko athi yena, hayi, akukho ngxaki, ndiza kukhweza emotweni le ndikuzise ngayo, ndikuse kule ndawo ufuna uya kuyo. ndizawukulinda apha ndihlale apha mna esofeni ndikulinda ugqibe ukunxiba, and then koko ndikuse kule ndawo ufuna uya kuyo. Qoba andimazi nolo mntu, uba notshintsha phambi kwakhe enxiba ezinye izinto apha endlini naye. Phuma phandle bhuti, kuseMzantsi Afrika apha, ndicela uphume phandle, hamba. Ndathi hayi enkosi, akukho ngxaki. Hayi ke waphuma phandle. So after he has gone out because I'm not changing with somebody in my house. I'm not changing at all with somebody in my house. And it was seriously getting late for that thing that I'm going to. Okay, now I'm getting out. As I'm getting out, this man is still inside. Because when he was going out, I had opened the gate for him. I don't know what happened, or if he didn't go out because I opened the gate and I went back in so that he could go out. He did not go out. And then when I'm coming out now to go to that place where I'm supposed to be going out, I'm like, why are you still here? What's going on? He said, yeah, the gate closed. So I just decided to wait for you. It's fate that I should be driving you where you need to be. And I was like, thank you, but no thank you. I opened the gate for him. As I'm opening the gate, he said, if you need anybody to help, if you need like somebody for plumbing purposes or anything, I'm always like happy to help. You can call me. Here's my business card. He gave me a card. Here's my business card. I do that as well. I was like, okay, thank you. And then he left. And now I said, unfortunately, I don't own this yard. Before he left, I don't own this yard, but should I hear anybody needing anything, I'll make sure to give you a call, but I don't promise you anything, right? And then he left. I was like, that was strange. That was really strange. But in South Africa, unemployment is a huge issue. Hayi ke xa egqibile ukuphuma ndamkhupha ke ndavula igate bamakahambe, ndangena endlini ndimlinde bamakahambe mos. And then ndangena endlini, and then ndakhawulezisa ndatshiqa umnyango, ndakhawuleza ndatshintsha. Xa sendiphuma lo mntu uselapha, akahambanga, imoto yakhe isapakile. Xa ndiphuma ndithi hayi bo, utheni uselapha nje? Wathi hayi benzama ukuphuma, igate yaphinde yasivala. So ndabona uba hayi loo nto ke ithetha ukuba mandikulinde ndikukhaphe ndikuse kule ndawo funeka uye kuyo, uleqe kuyo. Ndathi hayi enkosi kakhulu ngoncedo lwakho, kodwa ke ndizawuzihambela ndinge umntu wakho ndisa kulaa ndawo ndiya kuyo. Wathi uyakwazi nokuklina ke iyadi neplumbing yonke loo nto, nantsi i-business card yakhe if ndidinga uncedo kwezo zinto ezinjalo. Ndamxelela uba ayoyadi yam lena, so akundim oyinto ezinjalo, kodwa ke uba ndive umntu sithi ufuna umntu wenza loo nto, zakumnikeza i-business card yakhe leyo, kodwa ndithembisa into yokuba akukho nto idibene naloo nto mna endiyenzayo, uyaqonda. Ndamlinda waphuma ke phambi uba ndihambe nam enzela ngalilandeli. I just waited for him to just drive off, and then I just waited, and then I drove off. And then after that, I went to where I was supposed to be. And then after where I was supposed to be, let's say it's about 2 hours after where I was supposed to be. Now it's about to conclude where I was supposed to be. So I get a phone call, a random number once again. I didn't pick it up. My phone is just vibrating. I don't pay any mind to it. It rings about 3 times, and I think to myself, what if it is an emergency? Let me just attend to this. Let me just excuse is anybody there? Just breathing. I'm like, what the hell is going on? As I was about to hang up, there was the person was like, hi, Siviwe. And I was like, hi. They were like, how are you? And I'm like, I'm good, thanks. How are you? Who are you? What can I help you with? And then the person says, I'm so and so. Like, so and so. I don't know any so and so. Like, what can I help you with? What do you want? I was like, I'm so and so. The person who you just spoke to earlier on. I was delivering this furniture to your house. Is it just me? When someone is supposed to be delivering your furniture, are they allowed to keep your number? I don't think so. Are they allowed to keep your number? They gave me their business card. I'm the one who's supposed to let them know if someone, is looking for a job. And I'm like, what can I do for you? What can I help you with? And then the person says, have you found anybody yet whom I can help out with plumbing and gardening yet? 2 hours. And I said, no. And then they're like, oh, okay. And then I was like, is there something else? And then he was like, no. And I was like, okay, then bye. And then they were like, bye. So there's this unwritten rule that if someone calls you, the person who called you is the one who's supposed to hang up the phone call, right? So I already said bye. The person said bye. So in the back of my mind, I just assumed that the person has already dropped the call. So I was like bye, and then I quickly rush back to the meeting. I take my phone and I put it back on top of the desk. And then I go about it. 5 minutes go by and I'm talking, I think 5 to 10 minutes go by. And then I pick up my phone to check the time. This person is still on the line. I'm like, what is happening? Then I immediately dropped the call. I dropped the call. Hi again. And then Gogo. And then Gogo ke. Lo mntu xa ndiphumayo wathi uzawundikhapha ndise kule ndawo ndiya kuyo. Ndathi hayi nkosi, akho ngxaki, ungandikhaphi. Wandinikeza ikhadi lakhe elinenombolo wathi xa sifuna umntu wokuklina iglagadi okanye upayipi yonke loo nto, ndingamnikeza inombolo yakhe aqhagamshelane nayo kwenye yonke loo nto. Ndamxelela uba hayi, andidingi into ezinjalo mna, kodwa ke if ndingeva kukho umntu odingayo ndomnikeza ke le business card yakhe, kodwa ndithembise mntu mna. And akho ngxaki, wahamba. Hayi ke ndaleqa kule ndawo funeka ndiye kuyo. Ndafika ngexesha. Ndilixabisile ke ndixesha. Ndixabise kakhulu ngendlela engummangaliso. Ndafika ke kule ndawo ndiya kuyo. Ndifikayo, iqhubekeke ke le nto ndiye kuyo, zihambe iiyure zibe-2. And then kwiiyure ezimbini ndive imfonomfono yam ikhala. Xa ndingayihoyi ke yavabreyitha, ndingayihoyi. Heyi, ikhale oko ilandelelana, ikhale. Nquma kuba khona into enkulu yenzekileyo, mandike ndizame ukuyiphendula. Hayi ke ndixolise okomzuzwana, ndithi ndicela ukuphendula le mfonomfono kuba kudala ikhala. Hayi kuthiwa ngxaki, ndingaphuma phandle ndiyoyiphendula. Ndiphume ke ndiyoyiphendula. Xa ndiyiphendula ndithi hello, noba nditsho kathathu, uthule uthe cwaka umntu. Akathethi kwaye uthule uthe cwaka. Ndithi into endizayithini nale xa ndisithi ndizadropha ne. Aphendula athi molo Siviwe. Ndithi ewe, ingaba ndithetha nabani? Andithi hayi mandithi ewe, athi yena unjani, ndithi ndiphilile, unjani wena, ingaba ndithetha nabani? Athi yena uthetha nobani? Andazi asibani bani kaloku mna ngoku ndimbuze ndithi ngubani bani bani athi ndim lo benze kuwe apha emini ndizokusisela ke le nto bendikusiseleyo nefenitsha yakho. Ndithi mna ndinganceda ngantoni? Umbuzo wokuqala endizibuzayo uba inombolo yam akufanelanga uyigcinile. Uyigcinile ntoni inombolo yam? Akufanelanga uyigcinile uba kangeni ndawo kuloo nto. Athi yena bendifuna ukubuza ukuba ukamfumane umntu afuna ndimncede ngegadi okanye ngeento ezidibene ne-plumbing phakathi. Ndithi mna hayi, imfonomfono yam ingenelwa zimeseyiji ezinintsi. Ndithi mna hayi andikamfumani, like ziiyure ezimbini sendimfumene njani hayi andikamfumani. Athi yena hayi akho ngxaki ke. Ndibuza mna ikhona enye into ubuzayibuza okanye ubuzayithetha? Athi yena hayi bendizabuza loo nto qha akho nto. Ndithi hayi ke usale kakuhle. Nathi usale kakuhle. Emveni koko mna ndatha ifowuni yam ndiyiyeke ndihambe ndongena phakathi emithingi. Ndicinga uba kwelakhe icala uyidrobhile kaloku. Ndingena ndibeke phantsi ke ndiyiguqule ifowuni yam ndibeke phantsi qhubekeke imithingi. Emveni kwexesha ndifuna ujonga ixesha uba ngubani. Xa ndisithi ndiyajonga ayisanqa usesemnxebeni lo mntu. Uva yonke le nto bendithetha nabantu, uva yonke le nto ndiyithetha nabantu. Ndithi umhlola wantoni laa nto ehlelayo? Ingaba ndiyicingela kakhulu le nto, kwenzeka ntoni? Ndim lo ucingela kakhulu okanye into enje yenzeka? Am I exaggerating things, or these things normally happen, because unemployment is high. Maybe he really, really wants a job, but it's strange for you to hang on to a call for over 5 minutes. Just what are you listening to? Like, what's going on? Anyway, I dropped the call from my side, and then I go about my life. And then after 2 days, I get a call from the same number again. And this time around, guess what? It's at night. After 9 o'clock at night, the person is asking me, did you get somebody now? And I said, I have your business card. When I get somebody, they will call you. You don't have the rights to my number. You can't use my number. You can't do that. And then they said, I'm sorry. But anyway, what are you doing right now? I dropped the call and then I blocked the number. I dropped the call and then I blocked the number. This is unacceptable. This is absolutely unacceptable. He can't do that. Why is he doing that? And at the same time, I'm like thinking, what if this person really wants a job and I can't report him to the furniture shop? Because what if I'm taking his only job, that he already has? Maybe he's innocently wanting a job, but this is not how you go about it. You can't call people in the middle of the night and ask, did you get somebody now? What are you doing? It's just, no. So I blocked the number, and that was the last time I heard from that person. But shh, don't tell anyone. Keep it a secret. I trust you with my secret. I just want to ask you, was it innocent? Was it innocent? Was it innocent? Was it innocent? Do things like that normally happen? Because I was flabbergasted when I was like, what the hell? So, anyway, hayi ke wandifonela ezintsulweni zobusuku ngenye imini emveni kweentsuku ezimbini okanye esilandelayo. Wandibuza uba ndikamfumani nangoku umntu. Ndathi hayi bo, unalo ilungelo lokuqhagamshelana nam. Inombolo yam akufanelanga ukuba uyayisebenzisa. Efanele uba uzise into yam emveni koko yasuka emfonomfonweni yakho. Efanele uyijonge phaya inombolo yam ebhaliweyo xa usisa into yam uyifowunele. Emveni koko afanelanga uyiseyivile wagcina negama lam eliphaya. Ayidibani nawe loo nto. And then wandibuza uba hayi bo eni wathi ndiyaxolisa. Anyway wenza ntoni ngoku? Ndaqonda uba ayiseyiyo ke ngoku lo. Ndadropha loo phone call, ndabloka loo number. Ungaxeleli kwamntu, ungaxeleli kwamntu, igcine kwele mfihlelo. Ungaxeleli namnye qha qwaba, ungaxeleli namnye qha qwaba. Ndinombuzo endifuna ukubuza wena. Ingaba le nto yenzekileyo into eqhelekileyo okanye ndim lo atenteni? Iqhelekile le nto ayenzayo, hayi akhona into engathi ayithi nca kum xa ndicinga ngayo le nto. Hayi ke ndayihoya. The reason why I'm reminded of this thing that happened a couple of months ago is because recently, I went to the border between South Africa and Namibia. South Africa and Namibia. It was about last week. I went between the border. Right. As I was in between the border, right, we had arranged a place to sleep. But the place we had arranged was fully booked. And that side that's in the Kalahari, good luck finding a place to sleep that's in a house or something like that. You will sleep in a tent. I can't sleep in a tent with lions roaming around. Sorry, I'm not doing that. So, thankfully the people that I work with in this thing, they also don't like sleeping in tents. So we had to find the nearest place we can sleep with the beds on them, right? And the other people were joining us. We're coming from different provinces across the country. Different provinces. You know, representation from different provinces. I'm representing the Eastern Cape, obviously. So we had arrived. As we had arrived, we check in. We already know the other people that are coming. The other people said they are running late. They're probably gonna get there past midnight, and they've never been to this place that we're gonna be sleeping in. So I should, if I could kindly go and ask the guy, the receptionist, if they could share their contact details with this person so that they could be in contact with them if they get lost or anything. So I was like, okay, go. I go to the reception and there's a guy sitting in reception. I asked for his number, right? And then so that I could share it with those other people. And then he gives me his number. And then after that, I buzz his phone to make sure that the number is there. That was mistake number one. Now I know never to buzz people. Just take the number, make sure that's the number, and you share it. Don't buzz people. So I buzzed him. Then upon buzzing him, it's like, oh, it's ringing. Okay, that's your number. Okay, cool. And then after that, I shared the number with the other guys. I shared with the other guys. And then I go and I sleep. And then we do this thing in the border. And after we were done doing that thing in the border, it was time to come back. And then we came back. And it was so good to come back because it was when it was flooding everywhere. And, you know, with arid countries, there's a hot pan that builds up on the surface of the soil. So when it rains heavily, So it was flooding and electricity pipes were falling over. There was no internet access. There was no electricity to charge phones. It was just horrible throughout that week. So we would hire a generator and during the day. So we would charge everything during the day on that generator just for a couple of hours and then go about our thing. But on certain days, because it's also expensive to hire that, but we were hiring it for what we were there to do because we needed electricity for what we were there to do. Science stuff I don't want to bore you with. So, and then we come back, I'm so exhausted and I sleep. And then I get a call and I'm like, hello, I'm super exhausted, I just arrived and I just want to sleep. Hello. And then it's like, hi, it's so and so. I'm like, so and so from where? It's so and so from, from the border. How are you? Did you arrive safe? Blah blah blah. I was like, oh, that's nice of you to ask. Thank you. We arrived safe and everything. Yeah, thanks. And then call. I'm just trying to get some sleep. I go to sleep. Okay, bye. I hang up the phone. And then after a while, again, he calls me, this person, in the evening. So, are you well rested? How are you doing? And I'm like, don't give your number out to people. And I'm so lucky in a sense that my number that I give out don't have WhatsApp on that number, and people like sending you funny messages on WhatsApp, and I was so grateful that I didn't have WhatsApp. So the only way is to send an SMS or call me. And I was like, ndiyaqhelwa apha sisigezo esi ngoku bencuba sisigezo ndiyaqhelwa apha, like, hey, how are you doing, how's, like, I'm not this person's friend. Why are they calling me? And there's nothing that frustrates me more than a person who's calling me at night for no reason, just to, how are you doing? No, don't do that. Don't. So yeah. Anyway, bendifowunela lo mntu ezinzulwini zobusuku ndiqumba hayi bo ngathi ndiqhelekile apha ndiyagezela ukuthi ndifowunele ezinzulwini zobusuku ngoku ndibuza uba ayithini into njani nangona ndihlala ndimbloke naye. Andazi uba ithini into ke ngoku, andazi uba ndim lo ndincuma kakhulu ebantwini bacinga uba hayi ke ngathi kube ncumile. Ingxaki ndatitshwa intlonipho ekhaya, wonke umntu uyancumela, obaphathi indlela abantu obaphathi ngendlela abame ngayo ebomini. Wonke umntu umphatha kakuhle, uyancuma, enkosi, ndiyacela, yonke loo nto. Ndatitshwa loo nto ekhaya. Andibaphathi abantu ngendlela abame ngayo ebomini, kuba ndidla ngokubona abantu baphatha abantu ngendlela abame ngayo ebomini, indlela ophendula ngayo, like masithetha uba okanye uthetha nomongameli. Xa uthetha nomongameli uRamaphosa uqonda uba hayi ke uyasicengezela, uthetha kakuhle, uyancuma, uyathini. Xa uthetha nomnye umntu othi wena xa umjongile umbona ngathi usezingeni elisezantsi kunawe, bengathi umjongela phantsi umphakamele, andiyenzi loo nto. Noba ngubani xa ndithetha nawe ingathi ndithetha nomongameli. Into endayititshwayo ekhaya leyo nto. Ndiyabulela nabazali bam bandititsha loo nto, kodwa ke ingathi abanye abantu abayiqhelanga into yabantu abanentlonipho. Once ubahloniphe bacinga uba hayi andidibani kwanaloo nto ke mna, kuba akho nto ndiyenzileyo, like bendihloniphile qha. Ndikuhloniphile ayithethi loo nto uba ndifowunele emveni kwemini. Nakhona ayithethi uba ndifowunele xa nginanto yokuthetha. Ndicela ungandifowuneli xa nginanto yokuthetha, sondifowunela mna, ndifowunele xa nginanto yokuthetha. Hayi ke xa usondifowunela emveni kwemini ndenza intloko loo nto, indenza intloko. Undifowunele laa nto, undifunani? Yeah. Anyway, I'm a very respectful person. was taught to respect other people. Some people treat people according to class. Once they see people of upper class, they try to be all yes ma'am, yes sir, and try to be smiley and fake it. One thing I'm grateful for, I don't fake being myself. I'm authentically me. I'm very nice and polite to everybody, whether people look at you as lower class or upper class. I always treat everybody with the utmost respect. That's how I was taught back at home by my parents, and I'm really grateful for that. But I've met people, for example, I've met people who are like, oh, talking to people, and then they just look down on them. And once they hear that this person is this and that, doing big things, and then now they start, oh, so now their demeanor starts changing. I don't like people like that. Always be the same person. Don't change based on where people's status in society is. That's just wrong. So I'm always respectful, but maybe with some other people who never really get that kind of respect, they see it as flirting. I don't know, but I'm not flirting. I'm not like, is that how people flirt? I don't know. I'm just like, yes, please, thank you. Just respectful. But that doesn't give you the right to call me after 9, because boundaries. Thank you. So I ended up blocking that person as well, because no. We don't do that. So I just wanted to ask you guys, is this normal behavior, or is it just me overreacting? But shh, don't tell anybody about this secret. Nanso-ke into benifuna ukunibuza yona, ingaba ndimlo okanye into eqhelekileyo le, okanye ndimlo ungathathela yonke into phezulu, okanye into eqhelekileyo ndayiqala into enje mna. Andiyazi kaloku, khane eleleni ndifuna ukuyazi. Phambi kokuba ndihambe, ndifuna ukunifundela amazwi enkuthazo. Before I go, I want to read you guys word of the day. I trust that you have kept my secret. I trust that my secret is safe with you. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody about it, okay? My secret. Lips are sealed. Lips are sealed. My secret is safe with you. My secret is safe with you. Let me read. My phone was busy, like ding messages. It would be funny that if one of those messages is from those people, they saved me on a different phone and now they're just trying to message me. I would be. This is so sweet. I had connected with this other lovely lady during the networking session, and I told her that I'm going to be Ubering back home after this event, and now the messages were coming from her saying that, hey, are you home yet? Because they exchange numbers. Hey, are you home yet? Have you arrived safely, everywhere and everything? So it was nice. So I was just messaging her back saying that I'm all good. I just arrived home safely. I usually tell my mom and my neighbor. She is the sweetest. We always just make sure we look out for each other. She's so sweet. So sweet. Love her. Now let's get into word of the day. The word of the day. What are we gonna read? Okay, we are going to be getting word of the day from the book of each other in love and we are free. But let's not indulge in the flesh. Let me try to read the same Bible verse in isiXhosa. Okay. Ilwisi lethu solifumana kwincwadi yamaGalati isahluko sesihlanu ivesi ye13 lifundeka ngolu hlobo. Nina mawethu nibizelwe enkululekweni, kodwa ke inkululeko yenu mayingabi likroba lokuba nilawulwe sisimo esidala. Ndaweni yaloo nto khonzanani niqhutywa luthando. Absolutely love it. Love it. Khonzanani liqhutywa luthando. Sanukuvumela ikroba lokuba ongendawo angenelele. Ndiyathemba ukuba la mazwi azokuninikeza inkuthazo, anigcine kuyo yonke le veki esiza kuyiqala, anigcine kuyo yonke le veki esizayiqala. That is pretty much it for today's video. Is my secret safe with you? Tell me, is my secret safe with you? And if you have any video ideas or suggestion, let me know. Please, let me know. I want to do what you guys want. I know that you sometimes tell me, if